So I wanted to move on and ask you all to get kind of your perspective, your somewhat unique vantage points about what do you consider some of the important or key differences between podcasting and YouTube videos as a medium for talking to wider non-academic audiences. Like what are some key differences between the two?
I mean, one thing I might say is that like it's blurrier than ever in terms of the relationship between the two. Like there are podcasts that are just put on YouTube. Like I taught podcasts as Charles knows this because I came to a lovely workshop in computers and writing. I'm trying to be better at teaching podcasts and learn about those literacies. And so my students, when I was asking them about how do you listen to podcasts, how do you get into it, they were like, I watch most of my podcasts on YouTube in a way that was like, what? How? So I don't know, and I'll just talk about the YouTube part because I don't want to steal the thunder of what is the difference. But it's blurrier, I think, than I thought about before. I do think that podcasting is a little bit of a leaner. Like there's like we just have to add graphics and think about several more media components when we're looking at video. So there's like just a leanness to podcasting that for video, I think. We don't have some of that capacity. So I think that might be one difference that I'm thinking about. What about you, Charles? What are some of the differences you think
I'm
about?
thinking about how we even define what podcasting is, because when I think about podcasting and talk about podcasting, I talk about it being much more than an audio file attached to an RSS feed. It's graphic design, it's social media pages and management. It's trying to extend reach in different ways. And so when I think about the difference between podcasting and video content creation, I think of the video I made around the Computers and Writing Conference and put on social media to try to raise money for my nonprofit organization. That was the first time I tried video content. And looking back on it, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is an epic fail because I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just making some video and putting it out there. But I think that you're absolutely right, Daniel. This is blurred, right, together. It's kind of messy and sticky. And I think that what makes a good podcast or podcaster, if that podcaster wants to do this, is to branch out into video. I think that's the next step. I'm trying it. I know other academic podcasters that are trying it. You all are doing this work, which is, at least tangential. So, yeah. What are you thinking, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it reminds me too of when I started working. One of my first times working on academic video was working for the Purdue Owl and trying to extend their podcast. And essentially, what I was doing at the beginning was just taking podcasts that existed and putting them on YouTube and then putting visuals behind them. And they called them vidcasts as the name of it, because there wasn't really a name for what is an academic explainer at the time. So I think that we might even see that blur is something newer that is a generative thing. But I think it's just, I don't know, as long as people have been trying to pin down and produce this type of content, there's been a lot of overlap between the two that's been messier than I think might look to people on the outside, as they're kind of looking at these as well, that's a podcast and that's a YouTube channel in a way that's harder to untangle. So